Welcome back to the show, everybody. It may be Sunday, but it is a lot of there is a lot of news today, ladies and gentlemen. Rumors from Charles Hoskinson, the SEC versus Ripple case ends this coming week. We're going to get into it. And guess what else? The petrodollar gone, ladies and gentlemen. We got news for you. This is a paradigm shift we've been waiting for. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow us on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter for exclusive content. $893 billion market cap for crypto. It's up 0.2% this morning. Bitcoin, 17,100 plus, Ethereum, 1,200 plus. And we see the Tether market cap at 65.7 billion, ladies and gentlemen. That's where we're at. XRP, 38 cents this morning. Very quickly, end of the weekend, almost here, ladies and gentlemen. I just bought PolySign, I just bought Ripple, and I just bought Link2 shares. That's what I did on this platform. If you're accredited, listen to this. Today, for every $10,000 or more you invest using Uphold Wallet, Link2 will give you $1,000 cash back. Rebate to your Uphold wallet in USDC. This means if you place a $10,000 order, you will get $1,000 in USDC in your Uphold wallet. And if you invest $25,000 in a company, you will receive $2,500 in your USDC wallet. Come on in. I'm telling you, this is remarkable what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you check all of this out. This offer is valid for orders between $10,000 and $50,000. Orders must be funded using the Investor's Uphold wallet to qualify. Offers cannot be combined with Link2 bucks. Valid on orders placed until 11:59 Pacific time. Don't mess around on December 11th. Today is that day. Don't mess around. And I'm doing a live stream today, ladies and gentlemen, but it's in my Digital Perspectives Mastermind group where you get incredible tools and community to help you prepare and achieve the goals that you're ready to achieve. I'm going to tell you right now, whether it's wealth creation, crypto portfolio creation, whatever it is, we got it in here. And now is the time to make that investment in yourself. And it's not a big investment to make, and it's a special offer. It will end soon. Don't play around. We got a lot to get into this morning. 55.9 million plus worth of XRP was detected, ladies and gentlemen. That's 143 million XRP on the move. A staggering number was transferred between two wallets, and that is what we know. Again, I feel like this is more evidence of on-demand liquidity happening. That's what I see. Boy, the news today, it may be Sunday, but my goodness, we got something for you. If the Supreme Court decides to strike down Section 230, it's going to become considerably more difficult for the centralized social media companies to operate. Say it isn't so. Say it isn't so. Now, I'm not going to read this whole article to you, but you should go read it, because I agree with Chris Giancarlo and the argument that he's made about social media. We have been witnessing censorship that has been outsourced from government through the social media platforms. Don't believe that. It's still true. And in part, that's what this case is going to take on here. Allowing blockchain to replace them, that would be a nice thing now, wouldn't it? Imagine that. Everybody being able to actually have freedom of speech and not be muted. Remember, freedom of speech isn't all of us thinking the same thing. Freedom of speech, in one word definition, is tolerance. The Bank of England is seeking a proof of concept for a sample wallet for central bank digital currency and will take applications through December 23rd. I'm telling you, the price chart for crypto and digital assets is not going like we want it to go. But the fundamental news is everything I want to see, even if it's CBDCs, and I'm not a fan, you know that. But I can only do so much of one person, right? So I want to invest. I want to get my family as wealthy as we possibly can, because I only see the world in two groups. It's the haves and have-nots. And I've been a have-not long enough. I'm tired of it. So I'm going to try it the other way around. Breaking news. China's Xi tells Gulf nations to use Shanghai exchange for Yuan energy deals. Gold Telegraph tells it right here. There it is. If you're not sure what this means, let me help out a little bit here. Remember when we covered this a couple days ago? I asked a question when we saw this right here, right? We saw this, President Xi coming to Saudi Arabia and the royal parade bringing him to town. And I asked the question, will this go down in history as the funeral procession for the U.S. petrodollar? Brick Saudi Arabia? If so, XRP roll as a bridge currency to the world may come in handy sooner than any of us think. Well, shout out to Big Skinny, because he sent me this. He said, Bretton Woods 2 ended today. We are witnessing the greatest financial paradigm shift in the history of mankind. Don't believe it. It's still true. Let's take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Everything we thought is happening. I've been waiting for today, says the article, knowing it was pre-planned and coming. Today, Riyadh and China and Arab Summit President Xi of China formally invited Arab nations to trade oil and gas in the yuan on the Shanghai exchange. Now the way diplomacy works, because it seems to have been forgotten in the West, is that Xi would not have made the invitation unless all Arab states gathered in Riyadh, and particularly Saudi Arabia as host, had already agreed as a matter of joint policy to take action accordingly. Oil and gas will price in Shanghai and into Chinese yuan, breaking the dollar monopoly for the United States has imposed and enforced since 1974. How about that? You have just witnessed an entire financial paradigm shift take place officially today. All of the little trails and breadcrumbs we followed are proving out, and we're tap dancing on top of this damn thing. Then we get to this. Digital asset investor, shout out to him, reminds us of the 11/14 settlement prediction was given and expected for 11/15 when Natalie Brunell, Bitcoin Maxi, was on with Maria Bartiromo on Fox Business News. They never explained what happened there, but now we have yesterday Charles Hoskinson, who has been extremely critical of the XRP community and ETHgate in the case, is now saying he's heard things. And we need to pay very, very close attention here, ladies and gentlemen. Look, let's hear the way Charles says this, and then we'll get into it.
Fourth, I would believe that then Ethereum and Bitcoin would also be securities, and they'd be in a bigger debacle. And this problem with regulations through enforcement, there's not much you can do. Just any given Sunday, it's whoever the regulator decides to pick, and then there's a big fight. $100 million is spent. It's brutal and vicious, and a lot of hard feelings, and sometimes people win, sometimes people don't. I've heard rumors that the Ripple case will be settled December 15th, and we'll just see, and that could have catastrophic implications for the industry, one way or the other. But you just keep moving forward. Regardless of what happens, it's a decentralized ecosystem that you guys control. And the United States of America doesn't get to say that Cardano lives or dies. You do. The world. Okay? That's the point of December 4th.
But that's where he switches the conversation back to Cardano and how he feels about that. And listen, shout out to Charles. I've got no hard feelings with Charles. I know he's been offended by, us standing up for ourselves. I've never blocked, muted him, or harassed or said a bad thing about him. And in fact, 99.9% of whatever I've heard Charles talk about, I completely agree with. I like Charles. I hope someday he chooses to unblock me. I think that was unfairly done. But I'll tell you this. We don't know what Charles has exactly heard, other than the fact that he mentioned that it is like catastrophic implications or consequences for the crypto space, he says. Can we just hear this one more time, how he rolls into this? Let's do this.
And there's a big fight. $100 million is spent. It's brutal and vicious, and a lot of hard feelings. And
a lot of hard feelings came from Charles. If we're tracking this thing, let's keep listening.
Sometimes people win, sometimes people don't. I've heard rumors that the Ripple case will be settled December 15th, and we'll just see. And that could have catastrophic implications for the industry, one way or the other. But, you just keep moving forward. Regardless of what happens, it's a decentralized ecosystem that you guys control.
That's the truth, right? And when people say, whether it's a Bitcoin Maxi or someone else, they're absolutely right. Decentralized technology is something that you cannot stop. I mean, that's the point of the technology itself. But you can regulate and tax things out of existence. And Charles looks pretty defeated in his comments here. I don't know what it is that he's leaning into to say catastrophic implications or consequences here. And I don't know exactly who it is that the rumor he's heard it from. But I would think that Charles is responsible enough that he feels like it's coming from a valid source to even float it in a conversation. Look, I think all of us will be watching 4 days from now for December 15th to see if Charles is in fact right, and if he is, what those implications may mean. I think it's more important for all of us as XRP holders to know we have been here before. Just 1 month ago, we were here with Fox Business. Maria Bartiromo said what she said, and Natalie Brunell did not push back on it, and nothing happened there either. I plan on this thing going the distance and even going to appellate court and possibly Supreme Court. That's what I'm prepared for. But listen, if they want to have a settlement and it's favorable for the full-scale intended use of the asset XRP, by all means, bring it on. That's what I say. Before we get out of here, let's take a look at this, because it's not financial advice from me or anyone else. Not Charles, me, or the Dark Defender. Says, we've checked the numbers. Take a look at what's going on here long-term. XRP status yesterday, and this is a 4-hour chart. XRP is, again, to make solid decision on or before December 14th. Quite interesting that the chart is like at a breaking point right before the 15th here. It says resistance will be found at 47, 55, and 91 cents, and support levels are at 38, 33, and 22. If it goes down to 22 cents, I'm buying the rest of it. Call me if you need some. That's all I can say. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. It's just my digital perspectives. I hope you will make the investment in yourself. It is a very, very affordable investment. Make the investment yourself. Join us for a year and get in that live stream today at 1 o'clock. It's going to be amazing. I'll catch all of you on the next one.